Hey everybody, welcome to my video on what traditional marketing courses don't teach you about making money with marketing. And if you like my videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down there so you get notified on more videos on this topic. Now, in a moment, I'm going to share with you how to build one of the most important money-making skills that's not taught in marketing courses at all. And it's basically, but before we go into all that, let's talk about what traditional marketing doesn't teach. And we found that there was a study that they did. Over 5,000 college graduates with a marketing degree were actually able to get a new job, and that's not even 1% of marketing graduates. So most people who graduate from marketing school, business school for marketing, can't even get a job in marketing. And the rest of these guys found out that marketing departments and companies don't actually hire if you don't have any selling experience. And out of all the billionaires in the world, most of them all have one thing in common: they all know how to sell. They all know how to sell very well, or they have a really great team of people who do know how to sell. But most of them, all of them, know how to sell. It's the highest paid skill in the world, and there is no college class on it. There is no PhD in sales. It's something that you really have to know how to do to really be successful in any kind of project, any kind of business, and be able to talk to people, being able to market your skills. So marketing part is all about educating, and then the selling part is where you can actually get into asking the right questions, to getting the person to come to their own conclusion that your products and services are best for them, by really helping them understand what they need. Because sometimes people don't even know what they need. They don't even know what they're too much in their head, and they don't actually understand. And that's why they need you. They need you to go in there and ask them the right questions and help them have kind of that aha moment where they know, okay, well, now I see the benefit of what we're going to do together and how we're going to help each other. So I'm glad that you're getting this training here, and you're not throwing $100,000 down the drain to get trained for success. If you've already gone the business school route, which a lot of my team members have, you don't have to worry. You've got everything you need here to make sure you're successful moving forward. Now, they don't typically, like I said, because they don't teach selling in college and all that stuff. A lot of people graduating, they don't know how to sell themselves, number one. So even when they're trying to go get a job, it's hard for them. They have all these skills that they can't really use because they can't sell themselves first. So number one, you have to be able to sell yourself. And I think the best way that you can do that is by asking really good quality questions. One of my mentors always said, the quality of your questions will determine the quality of your life. And that's something that I really found to be true. So it's not just the questions you ask other people, but the questions you ask yourself. Why didn't they buy? Why would they be interested? Really putting yourself in the other person's shoes and asking the questions that you need to uncover the right things that are going to uncover ways that you can help them. Like, tell me about your business. What are your biggest challenges in your business right now? What are some things that you've done right now that are working really well for you? Right? Because all that's going to give you some really good intel, right? It's going to tell you, okay, this is some things that they've tried that is working. So these are some things that maybe I can take that and apply it in some other different platforms that will work really well. And then you can also figure out where they're really having challenges, where they're really struggling. So you can figure out where can I come in and optimize and help them change a couple things to do it. So when you do actually make a suggestion, it helps. So it's like if you were a doctor, for example, if you went to a doctor's office and the doctor was like, oh, I'm just going to write you a prescription for this and send you on your way. You probably wouldn't trust that doctor a whole lot, would you? You'd probably be like, this doctor doesn't know anything about my symptoms. He hasn't asked me any questions. So how is he going to know exactly what it is that I need? Well, when you ask questions, when he sits there and he asks questions and he listens and he kind of understands your situation, and then he diagnoses you and writes a prescription based on what you said, then all of a sudden he becomes a lot more credible, and you trust what he's saying, and you trust that because it makes sense, because it's based on what you've disclosed. So that's super important skill that not a lot of colleges teach, and they don't. A lot of people think selling is just like going out and closing people and like strong arming them and pressuring them into doing things. And I don't think that's what really high level sales is at all. In fact, I think the highest level of sales is really listening and caring about your customer, really trying to understand what it is that they need, and really helping them get what they want. Once you've asked those quality questions and being able to meet those needs with creative solutions, that's really what sales is, And if you've ever met somebody who is like one of those high pressure sales, they probably aren't doing a very good job. People don't really like them, and they probably don't buy from them. So they're kind of like failed salespeople. So what you really got to do is learn from people who sell that don't pressure people that way. They more let those people come to their own conclusion through their own journey, through asking questions and meeting those solutions. So it's like a no-brainer, right? It's a no-brainer to work with me, and then they're thanking you at the end when you do sell them because you actually solved a problem for them, right? So as you continue with the Entrepreneur Connoisseur, you'll see that all the digital world offers many creative ways to sell your services, but definitely get it when you get in front of people and you're doing a strategy session and you're talking to people, asking quality questions, and being able to go through that skill of selling and really mastering that skill. A really great book for that is by, I think it's by Oren Klaff, I want to say, that he wrote a book called Pitch Anything, I think is the name of the book. Really good book. And then there's another one called Spin Selling, which is all about designing questions that help people go through the process, and it doesn't matter how long the sales cycle is. But if you ask the right question, closing a deal is real easy. So getting to that $1,000 a month or higher is really easy when you know how to ask the right questions, and you know how to best come up with some creative solutions that are going to help them solve their challenges and really help scale up some of the things that they're doing well, right? And like I said, that's something you'll never learn in a college course. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a comment. I'd love to hear what you have to say. If you have any questions, in the next video, I'm going to be sharing with you the best social media marketing courses that can make you more money than business school, and they're a fraction of the cost, and they'll be able to give you all of the things that you need to really have the foundations to be able to go out and create some of these strategies and start closing clients today. So if you like this video, go ahead and hit the subscribe bell again, be notified, because I've got more social media side hustle videos coming out soon, and I'll be covering more of this in greater detail, and I will see you in the next video.